Hey guys, welcome back to Griffin's Gaming Guide. Today we're going to go after another Grid Season 2 DLC trophy, a really good time. We need to complete the A Really Good Time objective. And can I just say, just before we get into the guide quickly, that this is really not a good time. It is the hardest of all the trophies that you can unlock in Grid. By a long way. This one took some doing. But anyway, back to the matter in hand. In order to complete a really good time objective, you need to get the Aston Martin Vulcan AMR Pro around the Crescent Valley GP circuit in 1 minute 40.6 seconds or less. Now, in order to get this done, you need to go into free play from the main menu with the following settings. You need discipline set to race, the vehicle category as seasons, the vehicle class as track day GT, grid size and number of rounds as 1, the track as Crescent Valley, the route as GP circuit, and the laps as 5, rather than the usual 2 that we do for these objectives. I'll explain why in a sec. Also ensure that you've got overcast weather. If you don't want overcast weather, just choose any other weather that you want. Apart from any in the rain, I only go for overcast as it simply takes the glare out of the screen from any sort of sunlight coming through. Once you're happy and you're all set up, simply go through and purchase the Aston Martin Vulcan AMR Pro for 750 grand and then start this horrible event. Now, tuning wise for the Aston Martin, you are going to have to do a few tweaks on this one in order to be able to get this thing around the track in time. The gear ratio are made as long as it'll go, the springs and dampers as firm as they will go, the anti-roll bars are moved it one space over to firm, the brake bias are left just as it is, just standard in the middle. Then I went into the options and the difficulty settings. I changed the ABS and the stability control to 4 and then the traction control to 2. That for me seemed to give me enough power coming out of the corners under hard acceleration and a little bit of drifting going through some of the tight corners in order to be able to get the power down and obviously reduce the lap time itself. Now, I've lost track on how many times I've been around this circuit in this car. It's well in excess of 100, trying to perfect the right settings and the right time in order to be able to just unlock a gold trophy. I've been around the lap more times than I have done for every other objective in all 3 DLC packs for Grid. And yes, if you haven't tried it yet, it is that hard. It is a pain in the backside, this thing, to get this car around this track. Which is why in the end I've set it to 5 laps, just so that way we can kind of get lap 1 out of the way as a practice for your new settings. And then you've got laps 2, 3, 4 and 5 in order to try and make a time of 1 minute 40.6 or less. Now, as you're making your way around, there's 3 very nasty corners which will massively impact your time if you take them wrong. The one that's coming up just here is kind of like the first left hairpin in the course itself. Now, I recommend that you go into it hard braking, kind of drift around. As soon as your car's pointing forward, get straight back on the accelerator. Don't accelerate too soon because your wheels are just going to spin and you're going to lose a few tenths of a second off. Those tenths of a second add up to basically failing the objective itself. The second pain in the backside corner is the one that we just went around. Again, hard braking into it, turn in nice and soon, and then just simply coast around the corner. Soon as you're pointing straight, slam back on the accelerator. Then you've got this corner, a nice hard left turn leading into a nasty little chicane that if you touch those rumble strips on this corner on the left, you will spin out. So again, very precise driving and careful acceleration is needed in order to be able to get the Aston Martin around this course. And ultimately, it's just going to be trial and error. Obviously, go for the settings that I've given you earlier on in the video. If they help you, fantastic. If you find the car a little bit squirrely or it's braking too hard or it's a little bit twitchy, feel free to adjust the traction control. It's completely yours to set however you'd like. Obviously, this is just a guide on how I've done it. Hopefully, it can help you guys get around the track in under 1 minute 40.6 seconds. Which obviously when you do so, your trophy or achievement will unlock. Now, I do wish you the very best of luck in this one, and it is, like I say, the most difficult. If you can get this one done and out of the way, all of the other DLC and all of the other trophies in Grid, apart from that horrible around the globe one, where you need to travel for, what, 24,901 miles, all other trophies will be a piece of cake if you can get this one done. So then guys, I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit the like button. Let me know down in the comments section how you're getting on with the A Really Good Time objective. Ironically named because it's really not a good time. Please ensure you subscribe to Griffin's Gaming Guides. After you subscribe, please hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future Grid DLC content. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.